What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live and kicking episode of the Banner Report podcast, coming to you on August 25th, 2025. Gentlemen, this is going to be a shorter episode because we got time frames, and also, quite frankly, there's just nothing to talk about outside of the few topics we have for you. But, guys, I'm sure we'll stretch it for an hour and a half, but how are we doing?
Doing great. Sox are above the Yankees, so that's as good as it can get for us in the summer as they're waiting for the Celtics. That's for sure. And the Patriots are exciting. I feel like this is as good as it gets for us.
Sox pounded the shit out of the Yankees, won the season series. You know, they did lose the last game, but who cares? They had already won the series.
Gentleman's sweep.
Yeah. The Yankees they're paying about $100 extra million for their roster as compared to ours. So good for you in New York. Sorry, that's not working out. I won our fantasy football league on draft night. Sorry, guys. I hate to break it to you.
No, according to the power rankings got me and Jacob in the finals.
The computer likes us.
I'm sure it does. I don't like you. I like myself. Actually, I haven't even looked at your respective teams. I've just been jerking off getting BTJ in the second round. I don't know how you let me get that. That was crazy that happened for me. What a boon. Yeah, where do we want to start?
I mean, me and Jacob are going to sweep the league, so I don't know what to tell you.
You can't sweep the league. You play each other twice, you dim.
We could shake our hands and tie. Is that allowed?
We could set our entire roster that week.
I actually don't know what happens in the tie situation. It's funny because one always does come up every year.
It's because it goes to like the decimal points. Like how a tie would be, it has to be like so fucking rare.
I do think last year we had a tie in a different league, like one of my friends' leagues. It goes to decimals, so it was like nutty. It does come up as frequently as as you wouldn't think it would, but it does come up more frequently than it probably should. Let's just get into the fantasy. While we're here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna I'll pull up the screen for y'all, gentlemen, but I realized on the recording and trying to make clips, which I haven't posted yet from last week's episode, the share screen doesn't really look good on the edits, but we have to do it anyways. So actually, let's just do presentation. What does presentation do? We're trying this live.
Might be prettier.
Okay, we're doing it live.
Okay, never mind. It doesn't work. That's a paid feature, which I thought I paid for Riverside, but okay.
That's paid.
This is my team. Pickens my ass. Pretty funny. I thought pretty good. My pick 106. It went pretty much chalk. I got CD. And I was okay with it. I was never okay with taking McCaffrey. I think that's the biggest bust or boom pick in the draft, probably, because if he's anywhere near as good as he used to be, Jimmy will be winning the league. But then again, he's 29 years old and has bilateral Achilles tendonitis, which is like, I don't even know how that's possible to get it at 29. I guess if you're a professional athlete, something I don't know anything about. But pick 2, I was watching it and I was just seeing it. BTJ, who is slated to go at the end of the first round, but is definitely a first round talent. He slid to me in the middle of the second round, and I was able to get him. And at that point, I was just like, I don't care what happens the rest of the draft, except for one thing that I also had happen that I got lucky with. I was like, I feel good about my draft already. Not one. You can't win your fantasy league in the draft. You can lose it.
Sure.
Steve, I hate to break it to you, top of the fucking leaderboards. I saw the quarterbacks get picked up pretty quick, and I was, really it's a 4 quarterback league. Everybody else is like you're gonna have to like start and sit and pick guys off the bench. Pretty much, unless, or take a gamble on some people. But Jalen Hurts was there. I was like, I got to take him. Jalen Hurts has the potential to be the best quarterback in the league, IRL and in fantasy, for just running. He fell. He got slated at the bottom of the 4 quarterbacks, which is weird. he should still be at the top because the tush push didn't get banned. Like, there is a play in the NFL that only one team can run that is unstoppable with this guy, and he scores a touchdown almost every single time. Not almost every single time they run it, and it's just guaranteed points. And like the Eagles are projected to be like the best team in the NFL, yada yada yada, et cetera, et cetera. But the running backs are a little thin for me. They got thin, but I saw my guy Trevion, and I was like, I punted on somebody. It was who's the Rams running back?
Oh, Williams or Kyron?
Eric Dickerson?
No. Kyron Williams. I was like, Kyron Williams is like a surefire bottom of the top running backs, like the RB1 guys.
Phrasing.
For sure. Huh?
Phrasing.
What'd I say? The bottom of the top?
Bottom of the tops.
Top running backs.
He's the most bottom of the tops that there are.
Yeah, okay. But
And
I was like, fuck it.
My ass over you. Get out of here. Like, you holier than that with my jokes.
I didn't have, I bottom of the top running backs. I got Trevion. I got my guy. And I was like, all right, the draft is good. One other thing I wanted to do is get the stack with George Pickens. That's a boomer bust pick. Obviously, if Pickens possesses the potential to be a wide receiver 1, he's on a team with CeeDee Lamb, a team that's going to have no defense, with Micah Parsons probably not playing for them this year. And they're going to throw the ball because they have no running backs. So just went with the stack. Now, also, Pickens could potentially not be on any team and play him and talk himself out of playing NFL football this year, which, that's a risk, but I was willing to take it. And then I got a few other stacks. I got Jameson Williams. You guys let me get Jameson Williams, which is nuts. Ramondre with the stack. I could just go on for hours, just jerking myself off. What do you think about my team, guys?
I know a lot more players on your team than I know on my team, which is not a good sign for somebody that doesn't know anything about football.
Yeah.
For the name, too, I was thinking if you want to hear the kicking right, you could do Pickens and Screaming, too.
Pickens and Screaming?
Yeah, Kicking and Screaming.
Kicking and Screaming, the Will Ferrell movie.
Yeah, but who's screaming?
You.
Oh, me. Yeah, true. Picking and fucking jerking, more like it. Jacob, let's look at your team. Actually, Steve, let's look at your team because it came up first. The projected second best team in the league or first best team in the league.
Yeah, I don't know what order I picked anybody in. I don't know.
Well, I can probably tell you. This was your number 1 pick.
I think I got auto drafted. Honestly, I don't think I should have until late. I got
the first one at least, yeah,
a couple of times. Yeah.
You listen, Justin Jefferson. That if you have the ability to get him, you take him. Could be the best receiver in the end. I think personally is the best receiver in the NFL, just talent wise. Only thing is that he's having JJ McCarthy, a second-year player, throwing him the ball. So
I know,
who knows?
That's always so tricky with the wide receiver debate. It's like, is Jamar Chase the best or is Joe Burrow just fucking awesome too? Like it has to be a combination, obviously.
I think with any of the Bengals players, which Steve, you have 2 of them, right? You have Chase and T. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's solid strategy right there. I know you didn't have that strategy, but it's just like basically any of the 4 Bengals players that are worth taking, you take them if they're there. And you took 2 of them. You took the running back, obviously, Chase Brown, who was a standout last year. I had him on my team. Notably, I picked him up on the scrap heap at the end of the draft last year, and he ended up being like top 10 running back in the league. And he's going to probably be that again this year. And then T. Higgins, obviously, he's always injured, and he's always going to put up like at least 5 20-point games for you. Like he's going to win you a couple games. Baker Mayfield, that's about as solid as it can get for a later round quarterback.
Yeah, there was no quarterbacks left at that point. I was like, he's like basically top of the list, and I was like, I got Chris Godwin too, so I was like, okay, I guess I can kind of stack that.
Yeah, that's a decent stack. We'll see how much.
I don't know what he's out for.
He's been out forever. I don't think he played at all last year. I think he had like a terrible knee injury again.
Oh, some fresh legs for this year. Let's go, baby.
Well, that, but also it's going to be interesting to see how long he's going to stay out for, and how much the rookie Emeka Egbuka, who everybody is just like he's the real deal, is going to eat into his touches. And also, you still have Mike Evans. who's a Hall of Fame wide receiver.
I do.
He's just old. No, you don't. But I'm talking on the Bucks.
I got him too. I was like, hell yeah, I did great. I did way better than I thought.
Well, yeah, if you got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, I'd be like, oh shit, okay, maybe. And T. Higgins, maybe we're talking the best team in the league. Doesn't matter who else you have.
I got the Patriots defense, so I was excited about that. I don't know if that's
that's a drop, and that's like a drop in every single week. That's a week-to-week thing. Defenses generally are a week-to-week thing, unless you have like a top 3 defense. Like if you got the Broncos defense, you're probably never going to drop them.
I just figured like you got Gonzalez gonna have another great year. I think you're gonna have Barmore supposed to be coming back. You got
and you got Milton Williams or whatever. Like we're gonna have a pretty good defense. The thing is with our team, we don't have a lot of which I guess we do with Robert Spillane. Now, but
defensive coach too.
We don't got a lot of linebacker. We don't got a solid linebacking core. I'll say that. And also it's another thing. Yeah, it is a defensive coach for sure. A guy who is gonna, probably get that unit up to tip top shape, which possesses the talent to be a top 10 unit. Pause. But it's a first year coach. We'll see how everybody fits into the system. We'll see.
Who else did I get?
Yeah. I'm sorry, what, Steve?
Did I get anybody else that was any good? I pick up Trevor Lawrence.
I like Trey Benson.
Quarterbacks?
No.
Oh, I fucked that one up. Anybody want Trevor Lawrence?
No. Trevor Lawrence is like we're talking. Actually, you got Nick Chubb. That's sneaky, a really good pick for you because Mixon's not going to play for like the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, I know his name. That's part of the reason why I picked him.
Well, he's a bit.
He
had that horrific injury 2 years ago that in the first game where his knee just exploded. And people have already said like in camp that he doesn't have what he used to have, which was premier running back talent.
Is he even old or is he just NFL old because of injuries? Like, isn't he kind of young, low-key, like age-wise, actually?
I think he's probably less than 30.
I was going to say, I feel like he's like, can't even be like, he's probably like 27 or like he's old, but it's just because he got badly injured. So it feels like he's old.
Yeah, with running backs, it's just because everything's so explosiveness related. Like if you have an injury that takes that away, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Joe Mixon's not playing the first 4 games, Steve. So that's a boon for you.
It sounded like I did that on purpose.
Where's this fucking Wikipedia? Oh, not news. What the fuck? Did I type in Joe Mixon news?
Nudes?
He's aged 29. It says it right there.
Nick Chubb is 29. Yes, bingo.
Okay.
Less than 30, but has a 57-year-old's knee. So
yeah,
play him at your own caution.
I got Travis Etienne Jr. too. I know his name. I don't know why.
That's the Jaguars running backs
reason, or
well, you know him because he was a first-round pick 4 years ago with Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson. He was Trevor's guy. The thing with him is that and he possessed like the pass catching running back ability, which is that puts you at a premium for running backs because you get a point per the reception, not to mention every other yard you get and a lot of touchdown opportunities. The thing with him is that he can't hold on to the ball. He always fumbles. He's slid for a reason. He's just, the Jaguars' offensive situation besides BTJ is probably not great. Trevor, people have huge mixed reviews on Trevor. It's going to be interesting to see how they perform. And he's split in the back room with like Tank Bigsby. I'm trying to think of somebody else. I don't think anybody else. It's going to be, we'll see. It's a we'll see pick. I don't think he's going to be a top 10 guy. I don't think you got like a fucking diamond in the rough. I think you just got maybe a guy who could be a potential solid rotational guy for you. Your tight end situation's bad, I think. Njoku's talented. He had a breakout year last year, but it's Cleveland, and they're going to be like the worst team in the league.
Yeah, that was another one where I was like, hey, I know these people's names, so I'm just going to pick them.
And can you name who's going to be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns?
No.
I can't.
But
I can. It's fucking Joe Flacco.
Probably.
And he's good. He loves throwing to tight ends.
He's 41 years old.
He's made multiple tight ends Hall of Famers in his career. Right? I think I'm good.
Fair point, and he was, but it's just not.
He never beat anybody with arm strength before. He's only beaten them with his head.
It's not gonna happen for Njoku this year, I don't think. But that's okay. I have bad tight ends too. I have fucking Jake Ferguson and Cade Otton, so I'm with you on that. Njoku's the better player out of all those guys.
Didn't we say before there's only like 3 or 4 good tight ends in the league, anyways?
Yeah, really.
It's like Travis Kelce and
even he's not considered a premier guy anymore. Off now it's Bowers, number 1. The Cardinals guy there, Trey something. What's his name? Somebody help me.
I'm not helping.
He's a white dude. Well, not Njoku. He don't look white to me. And the guy for the Lions who's already injured, Laporta.
I have him, but he's injured. Yeah.
Kelsey. And that is really it.
In a 12-man league, to have 2 tight ends that I know what their names are, I'm pretty amped up about.
Who's your other one? Waller. Waller was like going to retire a year ago, so he's not going to be anything for you.
I know him because of his WNBA ex.
Yeah,
wasn't it like Kelsey Plum?
Yeah, they were married.
That's why I know his fucking name.
Yeah, no, and he made a rap video last year after they divorced. So good luck.
Oh, yeah, he made a fucking country rap video. Oh my god, does anybody want Darren Waller? I'll trade you Darren Waller and Trevor Lawrence for a couple first-round picks. How about that? Can I do that?
If this were like a keeper league and we did like a thing like that, I would absolutely be.
Dude, I was just like, no. Why the fuck would you?
Yeah, no. I wouldn't trade you any pick. Well, because Trevor Lawrence is like, we'll see. I don't think the story's been written on him yet.
No.
He possesses a dual threat quarterback ability. That's like a guy who I'd be maybe interested in, depending on my quarterback situation.
He needs to cut his fucking hair.
That's funny. Bill Simmons said that shit the other day. He's just like, how many times have you just seen Trevor Lawrence throw the worst interception that ends the game of your life, and him just sitting on the fucking bench with his hair just going like this, waving it, getting it out of his fucking head. Like, you get rid of the fucking sunshine here. Steve, if I were you, I'd consider moving Alvin Kamara to I don't know. I think for your slot, you should be starting Chubb.
Chubb over Moore?
Yeah. Just for the first 4 weeks, because that's you have like.
Well, and then if Justin
3 starting running backs.
If Justin Jefferson's out, then I can slide.
I don't think he's going to be out.
He's questionable, but if for some reason he actually doesn't play, I can slide Moore back into that spot. So
the guy that's interesting to me for you is Trey Benson. I think just keep an eye on him. We'll see how the running back situation pans out in Arizona with James Conner getting older and battling injuries. But Trey Benson, people are very high on him. And obviously Godwin is a, plug and play guy whenever you can. Matchup dependent.
I mean, I know he was sick when Brady was there, but Brady makes everybody look sick.
Your starters are Baker, Chase. You're starting him every week. You're starting Jettas every week, T. Higgins every week. And then everybody else is basically replaceable on a week-to-week basis.
That's not great.
I mean, listen, I don't hate your team. I don't hate it. I think it falls apart a little bit at the end, but that's something that can be fixed.
Oh my god! Somebody named their fucking team. They hit the second Bauer.
Bottom right.
Yeah, can you tell who that fucking is? Our tiny friend. Jimmy.
Pukana Matata.
Pukana Matata, Jacob's team.
I was thinking of Puka Doncic too, but I feel like a lot of people do that.
Pukana Matata. I actually like that name.
That's a sick name.
All right, Jacob. Let's hear your, because we had to talk through. I had to basically talk through Steve's because, let's be honest, he knows almost nothing about football. But you, on the other hand, I'm assuming you know
a tiny bit more. I definitely still let the data tell me what to do in a way, but I mean, Puka did well for me last year, and Cup is gone, so thought that was a good first round pick.
Yeah,
especially at 8 too. It's not like I didn't have many of the juicy round ones left.
Agreed.
And then got Jonathan Taylor.
For what was there, you take him.
Yeah, I think
Jonathan
so
Taylor.
Yeah, and that one's just like, who knows how many TDs he can get actually, because like the quarterback situation. But I just know he'll be used a lot. It's just tough because there won't be a lot of goal line TDs, but obviously the quarterback situation is awful, so they'll be running the ball a lot.
I mean, he was a running back 1-1 2 years ago. Like, people were taking him the first pick of the draft. Like, Jonathan Taylor possesses a ton of ability, and if you ever get a chance to watch him, he is very good.
Yeah, I kind of trusted that because it definitely was screaming at me. I was like, and I just know the Colts are gonna suck. So if you like, I would never take a wide receiver in their situation, but a running back I will.
The one receiver type tight end is the rookie tight end they drafted in the first round. He's like the real deal. I forget his name. Ty Warren is his name. I think Tyler Warren.
Hopefully Danny Dimes can get it to him. Although that is a short throw at least.
He's the best tight end in the stacked tight end draft, which this was. People are very high on him. So
nice.
Not that you have him.
No.
I'm just saying.
Good for him.
Yeah.
And then I got Jaden. Yeah, Chuba. I got Chuba because I kind of not. I love his name, and also I was just kind of reading the description, and I was like, you know what, this guy would be a good RB2 guy, so I went for him, and also feel like similar situation to Indy. The quarterback situation's odd there, so I think they'll be running the ball a lot. I know that Bryce, isn't Bryce the QB there? He like kind of picked it up end of the year, but that was just a bit odd season in general. So I was just kind of preying on some bad team RBs, but I don't even know if that's a strategy you should do. I just like the look of it, and yeah.
I mean, depending on who was around him at the time, I don't know, but like, yeah, he possesses dual threat running back pass catching ability. Like, he's a guy who's going to get you some points on a week to week basis, barring he could stay healthy, which I think was a bit of an issue for him last year.
Yeah.
Carolina, obviously shaky offense.
Yeah, definitely. They were very odd last year. They definitely had like I remember them having a very hot run, but the whole year as a whole was pretty tough.
Yeah.
And Jaden, I got him because I actually picked him as a reserve last year because I did like I picked AR and him as like kind of pretty close together, just as a low in the draft, didn't have a high QB pick, and
Jaden was a huge boom.
Dude, that was a big boom for me. So that's why I got in the playoffs. Probably is just because of him.
He got his guy back, Terry. He re-signed a 3-year extension today, so he's going to be throwing the ball.
Yeah, that was like the one thing. Basically, anytime you'd hear about conversations, like we don't know what's going on with Terry, and I was like, you know what? I feel like this kid's special enough too to just have a good season regardless. But that's definitely good to see. That's for sure.
He's going to run and get you some points because their running back situation has gone from bad to worse. Like, it's going to be Ja'Cory Krosky Bill Merritt, who's a 7th round pick who people are very high on. People took him in like the mid rounds, Mikey, because he shined a lot in the preseason, but he's obviously a 7th round pick for a reason. Who I think it was. I was listening to the Ringer Fantasy Football show, and they were talking that he slid because he just like didn't play in college. He missed an entire year, like last year, because of some NIL eligibility, red shirt stuff, like nothing bad, no injury stuff. So that's why he slid in the real life 7th round, and why he's now projected to be their starter. I have Eckler on my team for reference. People are kind of low on the Commanders this year. I think the strength of schedule is going to be very difficult for them now that they're not playing a bottom of the barrel schedule like they did last year. Not a ton of weapons outside of Scary Terry. I mean, Zach Ertz is 57 years old. They're tight ends, and like we said, they're starting a 7th round running back. So,
I almost picked Zach Ertz because I knew his name.
I mean, he's good. He's going to get you some points. He's like the only other pass catcher on the team. So
yeah, it's the Commanders like just outdid themselves last year. So yeah, it's gonna be a weird year because they just set the bar so high. Like they went from nothing to the NFC Championship game. So it's like, how are the fans supposed to receive this year? Like if they just make the playoffs and lose early, or is that like a very big disappointment because they just did that last year? It's pretty funny.
Well, Bill Simmons already said he's projected they're not going to make the playoffs this year.
Which would be
I don't think I'm going that far, but
yeah. No, it seems like an organizational thing too. Like they're a well-run team now, so that's at least a tip in their cap. But yeah,
I think that they sold, right. They got rid of the ownership, whatever his name. He's like the worst owner of all time in NFL history. Like he had that huge lawsuit for misconduct and stuff, with sexual assault and all that. Is it Snyder?
I think so.
Dan Snyder.
Who else do you like? Obviously, Laporta. You got a top flight tight end there. That's solid. Jacoby Myers. Wow. You see the news that came out with him today?
No.
He is requested to trade.
To where?
Anywhere out of Las Vegas.
I mean, maybe he'll have a better quarterback.
And they just signed Amari Cooper off the scrap heap.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think depending on where he can go is going to affect a lot of his. If he's going to go anywhere, is going to affect his value. But right now, I think it's pretty low value because we're looking at either a sit-in or a guy who's not going to be committed to a team that's going to be pretty bad. I think.
That sucks.
I'll give you Trevor Lawrence for him. How about that? Trevor Lawrence is going to play.
I'm probably good.
He has Jaden Daniels. Why would he need Trevor Lawrence?
Don't you get in the middle of this.
Okay, yeah, make the trade, dude. Jacoby, obviously PPR guy. He's when he
Darren
does
Waller
play
in there for you too. How about that?
And he's an
get the whole team.
Jacoby's an ex-Patriot too, so I want him to shine, and also the description, like obviously before he got traded, was like he's a good flex wide receiver 3 option. So I'm bummed to hear that news. I was following the data there, and I was like, oh, they're recommending an ex-Patriot. I'll fucking take that.
Well, he was probably projected to be the second best pass catcher on the Raiders. Now is he like the third? It's going to be interesting to see. Can Amari Cooper be a shell of what he used to be, which is a number one?
Yeah.
We'll see. Brett Bowers, obviously, that's the big guy that he's going to eat into his value, but. Jacoby is a PPR machine and an easy guy to root for in real life too. I hate it when the Patriots let him go, but we have Pops in the wings, so whatever. That's besides the point.
Well, that'll be interesting to follow, at least what his situation is. I got Thielen. I was like, that's just a funny guy to draft in the second round, like just based on what he used to be.
Just a solid guy to have, I think.
I think so. I was thinking that too. It's like, who knows if Bryce Young like starts targeting him a lot? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's a veteran, former like near MVP, basically. Like,
I mean, he's gonna be competing with Tet.
Yeah. No, yeah. I definitely. I know he's like not in his prime anymore, so I never would have picked him in like as one of my top receivers. But I was like, hey, for the bench, that sounds solid. Hunter Henry too.
Hunter Henry's a guy who I might be hitting you up on the trade machine there.
Dude, you're gonna be so Patriots heavy.
I am. I'm gonna be over leveraged with a team that was drafting the fucking 4th overall pick last year. We'll see.
Also, is Najee a savvy pick? I was like, what if the rookie doesn't pan out?
I think there was a talk about him retiring because he has such a bad injury.
Yeah, I picked him literally like last.
And that's why with his thing, he's got the O. I think there's like serious doubts about him playing football ever again, let alone at a level which he was drafted at. But I think they said that he is going to be playing this year. Like he's cleared his physicals and all that. So obviously Amari Hampton is the guy that you have to be worried about, and he's probably not going to take any of his snaps outside of maybe the goal line stuff, which is not invaluable. There's definitely a lot of value at a goal line back.
Yeah. And and I was just like, I'll take him with my last pick. I know that Harbaugh always loves to run, and his replacement is a rookie, so who knows what the hell happens. So I was just obviously not going to burn a hot pick, and I could just swap him. If it's looking like he'll never play, I'll just swap him in with someone that's like during the season. Yeah.
I think my last pick was like Justice Hill, which is like if Henry ever has a fucking season-ending injury, then I'm gonna look like a genius. But it's we'll see. The end of your pick is just Hail Mary stuff, anyways. But if you've ever seen Najee play, he's a bit of a plodzilla, which is an interesting term. But for a guy who he looks like the real deal when he's out there, but he just never gets it anywhere. Like he's just like, and he's a beast of a running back. Like if he'll fight through tackles, no problem. But it's just
sounds like it'd be like if you had him on your team, you'd hate him. It sounds like basically.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why he's like in his third or fourth year, and he's already on maybe his way out, but on another team. Yeah, I mean your bench is
not good.
Thin. Yeah, it's thin.
No, near the bench, I was just like, honestly, I honestly at that point I was like, I also know I can just find people to probably swap in, so it's not a biggest deal. But I was like, I kind of also was running wild with my logic.
The Fields pick, I don't know where you were able to get him at, but I think that's very interesting. It's standing out to me. Maybe because of the strength of the bench. But I do think that, if obviously we're a one QB league, so you're never going to start him over Jaden. But
say someone's QB goes down.
He does have still, I mean, he doesn't have any real life quarterback value.
His legs, his running value.
But his fantasy value is still like very, very solid. And I would be looking to maybe move him to a team whose quarterback, God
That's
forbid,
what I was thinking
goes
too.
down or is having a tough quarterback situation. So he's a stash and trade guy, I think, if possible.
Yeah, I picked him pretty low.
Yeah. Yeah, your team. Interesting to me that you're projected to win the league.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I wonder where all that is coming from.
I think it just goes by average of the score.
I mean, Zay Flowers is just a solid pick. You're gonna fucking point PPR people to death, I think, if anything. Like every receiver on your team is a PPR monster. Puka, Zay, like they don't, other than Puka, they don't really possess downfield play, like game breaking speed ability or whatever, touchdown ability. But I think your floor is probably really high.
Yeah,
on a week to week basis. Laporte is obviously the big. Well,
did he it's weird. So he went down today, but it's not on this app. It's not on this yet.
He was he's been battling something all preseason.
Because usually they're pretty quick with it stuff.
Laporte appears to have recovered from the minor undisclosed issue. Yeah, it was. I never was able to understand what was going on with him, but he's participating in practice Tuesday.
Good for me.
August 19th. That was the 19th. You say something happened to him today?
No, you just had mentioned he was just out, like he might be injured, so I was just wondering why it wasn't popping up there, but it seems like it was just minor.
Yeah, it was something where they were like, yeah, he might miss the first 4 weeks, or he's fine, and it looks like he's fine.
Yeah, that's 6 stash on him, that's for sure.
What'd you say?
You guys got a 6 stash on him.
Well, listen, if you're a tight end, you got to do something wacky to stand out. Otherwise, you're just like a create a player white guy who looks like the Hulk.
It's like Gronk.
Yeah, Brock shaved his head.
Yeah, Brock. Yeah. No offense, guys. I think I'm going to destroy you.
Hey, who knows, man? What if one of our players is like low key popping off, and you're like,
fucking first play of the game, fucking CeeDee Lamb's leg snaps in half, and I'm just like, well, it is fun. It was fun during the off season. Yeah. What do you guys think? You guys, obviously, you're probably thrilled with the rankings, but Steve, are you going to stick to it this year because you have such a good team projected?
I think I can stick to football more than I can stick to basketball.
Oh, well, basketball's night to night shit.
Night. Like I forget to set my lineup half the nights, and then I lose for a whole week straight. Football, I think I can keep up with it a little bit.
Football is the best because it is just like you have 3 days to worry about it ever.
Yeah, you just line up on Wednesday and then you forget about it because nobody gets hurt after Wednesday anyways.
But baseball and basketball is for the real. Basketball's for the real sickos, but baseball's
for the real sickos because that's 162 fucking games.
Yeah, but it's like, you're always going to start Tarek Skubal. You're always going to start.
And you could have to change your lineup halfway through the day because you got 2 teams playing back-to-backs on a Sunday.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying, like, with baseball, you do have to swap your lineups a lot. It's a lot of, like, administrivia shit, which is boring. But with basketball, you literally, outside of like a handful of players, you're always like looking at the matchups. Like, do I want to start? Dejounte Murray or whatever. Somebody like it's
Baseball's probably easier with the sitting too. Like, I feel like with basketball, you're like, oh, I didn't even know that Jalen's sitting tonight. I'm fucked. You know what I mean?
Did I
feel
say
like that.
Dejounte Murray? Who's Dejounte Murray?
You meant to say
DeJounte?
Yeah, Dejounte. Yeah.
But they say his name like 5 different ways, so I can't even blame you on that one. Some people say Delonte, some people say DeJounte.
Well, I was thinking of Deontay Johnson, which is like if you played fantasy football over the past 5 years, like a guy who's like the most talked about receiver of all time, who's like not even in the league anymore.
Damn.
Deontay Johnson.
I don't even know.
Former Steeler. I think he played for the Jets last year. I don't know. But moving on, speaking about basketball, this is a basketball focused show. And while we have Jacob here, let's get into some topics. Let's focus on the Celtics. Apparently, and we're going to rely on you here, Jacob, but there's been a surge of or buzz around Anthony Simmons trade talks, moving him out of Boston. The 76ers and the Nuggets are potential fits. Who would we want to see in there? What are you thinking?
I don't know. It's kind of confusing because if it's also for Simmons, it'd be like, are we just trading for picks and like money move purposes? It's a little confusing in that way, because if we also are like, if all these rumors are true about Simmons already living in the city and all that, like, would we be actually trading for a player? I don't know, or it'd be a 3-team deal.
Why do we have to move Simmons to get Simmons?
Would we have to cut a roster guy to do that? Are we filled up at the moment?
I would imagine, yeah. We probably have we can't hear you, Steve. You're muted.
Ignore the moron talking to nobody.
You were saying?
Yeah, we're filled up on roster spots right now, so that's part of it. Like,
okay, but cut somebody.
Mari Williams to a 2-way, so that fills us up. But like, why would you cut somebody when you can trade an asset and get more assets back going forward?
You would be okay with moving Anthony Simmons this year?
Yeah,
for picks.
I mean, I'd want picks and like, look, if I can get a Sixers unprotected first-round pick, you're telling me you don't want that? The Sixers are one tweak knee away from being a bottom 3 seed in the East. And that tweak knee happens once every 3 months for Joel Embiid. So
I don't think the Sixers will be nearly as bad as they were last year, because they're getting McCain back. They're,
yeah,
I think they're going to be okay.
But you also got to figure Joel Embiid's already hurt before the season even starts. Paul George just had knee surgery this offseason too. He's going to be another year older. So
I would still not do it. I mean, they just took a player in the top.
You're telling me like a 2028 first-round draft unprotected from the Sixers? You wouldn't take that?
For Simmons?
In 3 years, when Embiid's going to be 34, 35, and Paul George is going to be retired.
In 3 years? That's interesting. I don't know if I'm the Sixers, if I'm even doing that, but that's like...
Now you got a first-round pick going with Tatum.
Nothing about you wants to see what Simmons can do?
No, I would love to see what Simmons can do, but I mean, like, if you are going to trade him, like, go get assets and things like that, because this team's not built to win a championship this year. So, like, why are we going to sit there and, like, run our guys into the ground to get a 5 seed and then get beat in the second round?
I think this would be a year to test stuff out, and Simmons would be the guy you're testing out for the long term. So if it's I'm immediately saying no to anything, especially a Nuggets pick, because the Nuggets are going to be good for the next decade.
They're going to be good to go until Jokic decides he wants to race horses instead of.
Like, if we were talking a player back, getting like a, not that like Cam Johnson comes to mind, they just traded for him. They're not getting rid of him. And maybe a pick, I'd consider it, but something good would have to come back to us player wise for me to consider a Nuggets trade, because their picks are not going to be that valuable to me. The Sixers, I'm immediately a no in the short term, unless it's something that blows my fucking socks off my body. The 2028 pick for the Sixers is interesting to me, because I think you're right. I think they're going to be not really bad, because they do have a slew of young guys who are just straight up good right now. And not to mention the guy they drafted this year, Jesus, what's his name?
VJ Edgecombe.
Bingo. Who knows what he's going to be in 3 years? Like, he could be a premier guy. He could be a bust. We'll never know until we get there. And at that point, I'd rather just see Simmons. But you were saying?
Well, like if you consider like what the thing is, I really want to see Peyton this year, and I really want to see Derek White this year. And if you're thinking about what we're really like, what we missing the most from Tatum this year is not the shooting and scoring. We'll be missing the defense and playmaking. So swapping Simmons for Simmons really does make sense when you think about it that way. Like we're not like we have the shoot. Like if anything, Tatum wasn't even the most reliable 3-point shooter last year. So it's like I think what we miss most is what Simmons could bring in his best form. So it's like it is tough. Like I feel like Simmons is a bit duplicative of what we still have right now. We don't need shot chuckers. We need playmaking and defense.
Well,
badly.
I think for this year we definitely need a guy who can get 20 points a game.
That's fair. Who knows? Maybe Simmons can get 15 and 10. He won't, but it's just I don't know. What?
We don't have to move Simmons to get Simmons. Simmons is not going to sign a deal worth more than $4.2 million, like, or whatever the vet minimum is. I'd rather get rid of like whatever. I mean, Amari Williams, I know nothing about him. I know nothing about him. But like,
you had a whole monologue about how we need 7-footers on the team. That's the only 7-footer we have. So
is he a center?
Yeah, he's a 7-footer.
Okay, well then not him.
And he passes the shit out of the ball, like they say, like he passes like Jokic basically. But he just hasn't been playing long enough, and he doesn't have a lot of other high level attributes. So
then get Xavier Tillman out of my face then, or something. Like get him out of here.
Bad about Xavier Tillman. He wants a championship.
Okay, he didn't play basketball last year, Steve. So that's kind of a thing that's bothering me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he did play in the finals, and it was successful. Can we say anything about Simmons in similar light?
There we go.
But
I've never even seen Simon contribute to a good moment.
Tillman hasn't even scored 20 points per game for a week, let alone a season.
Yeah, he put the clamp on Anthony Davis in a playoff series, though. So
it's not. My point is that it's not mutually exclusive. You have to get rid of Simmons for Simmons. I don't think, unless there's some cap maneuvering thing that I'm just missing, which I don't think is the case. If there's somebody on the roster right now, I'd much rather cut to get Simmons and keep Simmons.
Yeah, if you cut a guy, you still have to pay him. It doesn't help you out anyway. If you can move cap and you can get farther underneath the salary cap, get assets, and then maybe trade those.
So you want Simmons for a multi-year deal?
No, I mean, I want Simmons for 2 years. If we're going to get Simmons, I want him for 2 years.
Like, I mean, he's probably less than 30. It's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, look, and I want, you can trade Simmons, you can get a bunch of assets, you sign Simmons to a 2-year deal, you can move some of those assets to bring in another piece. Because Simmons doesn't fit. You already have guards on this team, you already have shot chuckers on this team, like Jacob said. You need a defensive player and a playmaker. And you can move some of those assets that you got for Simmons or you could trade Simmons for a defensive player and a playmaker.
Who outside of I know there's 2 teams connected to this. Is there a trade with a different team that's coming to mind that you'd rather see what you can get for Simmons? I just think a 26-year-old guy who's scoring 24 points a game or whatever he did last year on his shooting percentage is just not. He's not like nothing. He's like a very solid to / good player as a starter in the NBA.
It's just that I just feel like Simmons could actually be a piece of a winning formula if we keep him at a low cost, not the same as Simmons. Like if we actually built something with Simmons here.
Are you sure about that?
You think we could pay?
I'm 100% sure on that. Yeah.
You think we could pay Simmons next contract with our core 4?
Well, I'm worried about.
You're a rental.
Not even this season. It's next season that I'm like, as long as we can keep something going for the next 2 years when Tatum's back, that's what I'm looking forward. I'm not really looking forward to the next 5 years because I don't even know if we're going to be able to keep the Jays for the next 5 years together, at this point.
Yeah, but you think next year you're not going to be able to have Simmons because he's not going to be able to afford him.
And Simmons probably still going to be. I don't think Simmons is going to be expensive ever again.
Well, right, but that's But that goes against what you were saying, the winning formula stuff. Like Simmons has never been that, even when he was Simmons.
But you can pay him as a bench player going forward. Is more my thinking. Like not 20. Like Simon's gonna ask for 20 mil plus.
So you're saying cash in right now while you can on the picks, and keep Simmons
on a fake year anyway too.
Yeah, you're basically going to give him a year.
Who really cares what we do this year, Cody? Like, who cares if we have a 20 point per game?
I just want to see something about Anthony Simons playing in the Celtics green when Tatum is not playing makes me excited. Like I
would really enjoy watching him play too, but in the long term, it doesn't help us out for him to play really well for us, because you're either going to trade him at the deadline because he's playing so well, or you can't, and then he wants too much money and you don't keep him anyways. So then you just hurt your draft stock because you won more games because Simons played well.
You'd be able to trade him at the deadline, especially if he's playing well.
Well, like, yeah, we say, we can trade him at the deadline, but some other teams might try and lowball you, and they might say, hey, fuck it, we're not going to trade.
I also think Peyton is a better version. I think Peyton will develop into a better version of what he is, and I want Peyton to flourish as much as possible this year.
That could be Derek White and Peyton could be your future guards, so you should give them more minutes too.
They could be. They're gonna be.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't even know. Will we be able to afford Derek White? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, he's locked up for the next 3 years, I think so.
And what? Peyton's on like
he's got 2 or 3 year deal too. Yeah, so we're good to go with them. And like, look, if you just slide Simmons into like the 4 spot and be like, play him in the Luke Cornett role, where it's like, hey, just screen, short roll, and you got Ben Simmons on a short roll, one of the best passes in the league. Like, that's all you need him to do.
Why can't we just sign him on a 1+1? Like a decent 1+1.
Yeah, we could. That's what I think.
And then just move Simons at the deadline if he's fucking good or bad.
You need to clear up a spot for him. I don't know where the rumors for the Simons trade are, unless like it's like a 3-team trade where we're going to get a good player out of it. But
yeah, no, it was. Yeah, it's just when you think about what I feel like I'm just so worried about who like Tatum guarded, like Tatum's defensive assignment next year. Like who's going to fill that void?
No, for sure. Like I hear that.
Tatum's a 1 through 5 defender, so
and Ben Simmons can be as well.
Yeah. So defensively, he slides right into the same spot, but offensively, you can just put him in the Luke Cornett, Nemias Cater role, basically.
Like, who the fuck is Miles Norris? Like, get him out of here and bring me Ben Simmons.
We already got rid of him, I think. We already waived him.
Josh Minott, I would consider keeping him.
Hilarious personality loss, though. Steve going from Cornett to Simmons.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
It's just hilarious to say him back. It's like the most likable man ever.
Well, I hope Ben Simmons is playing basketball for the Celtics this season coming up, and I hope Simons is as well. But either way, I don't think I'm going to be too heartbroken.
I got a question for you guys.
Shoot.
If the Celtics are like at the end of the season, there's like 7 or 8 games left, and we're like on the verge of the play-in, do you think they go for it? Do you think they just say fuck it and get a better draft pick?
No, go for it. Get to the show. You still got Jaylen Brown there, dude.
But you get such a better odds of getting a top 10 draft pick if you don't.
I don't care about that shit, really.
Well, we're talking.
I mean, listen, I do care, obviously, but I'd rather
you can get a cheap player in the top 10.
I'd much rather see the Celtics play
You get a shot
playoff basketball this year.
You get a shot at AJ DeBanza or one of the Boozer twins.
I'd be sick to have a Boozer.
It'd be even sicker to have AJ DeBanza from Brockton playing on the Celtics.
That's true. I know.
Listen, the big brain move is to probably miss it.
Yeah, do they pretend that like Jaylen has a stub toe and he got turf toe for the last 7 games of the season, or like I don't know.
That would bum me out. I would hate to see that.
If we're down by the play-in, that means that like something went wrong during the season. Like
we're not going to be like that. Yeah.
Well, like if an injury happened, like Jaylen pulls a hammy or Derek White sprains an ankle or something like that, then
somebody important outside of JT is missing extended time. Which is already.
I mean, the East just sucks too. Like
yeah.
Look, like we're gonna have a lot of
even
easy
then,
games.
I'd still be like, we'll probably be all right and make the playoffs. Yeah, the big brain move would be to do that, Steve. But I would hate that.
What about you,
Personally.
Jacob? What about you? Would you rather us try for the play-in, or you want us to bomb for a better draft pick at that point, knowing that if you win the play-in, you get the 1 seed Cavs or Knicks, then you're probably getting busted in the first round.
I mean, yeah, at that rate, I'd say tank. Yeah, but it's tough.
I get the pride of wanting to play in the playoffs, but I think that the smart move would be to just
not even just Jalen. Yeah, because you're still risking Jalen's body too, doing all that. Not even just risking not having a good pick.
The ESPN forecast, they projected the Celtics to have like the 3rd biggest drop off in the East. Obviously, that makes sense. But weirdly enough, the Bucks are like the number 1 team, whereas it's like this team's gonna suck.
Oh my god, yeah, that's
their roster's bad.
Your second best fucking offensive creator is like Kevin Porter Jr. on that team, so like, that's not great.
Giannis, every single time we have this conversation, it's like Giannis and the Bucks are both saying no, they're not leaving. He's staying, and everybody else is like, "Where's Giannis going next, dude? He's done with this team."
No one can believe it, dude. It's that bad.
He's not even projected. They did a thing where like the trade, most likely the most stars most likely to leave their current team. He's not even number 1. He is like number 2 or 3, but number 1 is fucking Zion.
You know, I think that might not be by Zion's choice.
No.
Giannis might be the number 1 out of stars that actually made the choice to leave.
Yeah, I mean, if Giannis is leaving, it's Giannis's choice at this point. And it seems like every single time it comes up, he's like, "Nah, dude, I'm here."
I just don't think he wants to. He doesn't want to move.
His team is just going to be bad.
I think if he plays through that entire season next year with that team, and they don't do anything in the offseason to make it better, I think that he requests a trade.
You think he makes it through the full year?
He's not a guy who'll start a year and ask for a trade halfway through. I don't think that's how he's built. I think that he's just kind of a grinder that way. But I think if he makes it into the offseason next year and nothing happens by the time like training camp comes around, I think then he'll be like, okay, it's time to.
I think it's going to be interesting, man. What if a team like Atlanta is like, they come out the gates swinging hot and they're like, we need one more piece. You don't think he'd be like, I can see myself going to play in Atlanta for a bit halfway through the season to actually make a title run?
No, I don't see him doing that. He's too much of a competitor that way, but I think that a full 82 of playing with Kevin Porter Jr. as your secondary shot creator, and then in the offseason, nothing happening, I think that would be enough to break anybody. I think that would be enough to break Michael Jordan. I think he might request a trade at that point.
Danilo Gallinari might want to come back.
He just won a Euro title.
Yeah, he's back.
What is he, 43 years old? Almost that,
he's
dude.
In the late 30s, that's for sure. Should we bet Giannis to lead the league in points per game, though? He almost did it last year. Dude, he was 3rd last year. 0 weapons around him. He's just going to drive in the paint.
Yeah, but at least he had like the shadow of Damian Lillard, like to score 20 a game. He has nobody here. Like, it's going to be triple Giannis and just let anybody else beat you.
And I think honestly, he'll probably average 20 free throws a game, probably.
I mean, he'll still score 30 a game. I have no doubt about it. But like,
who knows what the efficiency is going to be this year? Might be 30 on 30 every night.
Dude, he's probably taking the ball up. He did that anyway with decent players. So I bet he'll just take the ball.
Nobody else is going to be dribbling the ball up for him. He's going to be so fucking tired by the 4th quarter.
And he's only getting older. He is a Terminator.
I was going to say, dude, just like Giannis doesn't get tired easily.
Just watch him be like the best, like have the best NBA season of all time. Take the Bucks to like the 2nd seed. Be fucking out. They'd be outstanding to watch. I'd probably start rooting for him.
Who's leading scoring this year then? It's not going to be Giannis.
Who did it last year?
It was Shea and Jokic and 1, 2.
Yeah, and Jokic.
Oh, it's going to be Shea.
I don't know.
Shay's going to have another year, or do you think he's going to take a step back? And
I was going to say, I think he takes a step back. I think Shea doesn't care anymore.
He's just going to throw himself at the rim or at a defender and get to the line.
It's true.
It's fair. It's true. But I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like with their play, like with their roster, I feel like it would be probably good of him, like smart of him, honestly, to be just given, like boost up the 22-year-old and 21-year-old more. but
Yeah.
I think he should be giving more to Jay Will.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I feel like there'll be more the merrier, and we already gave him the team championship type thing.
Jay Will's a great teammate.
A team that's projected to take a huge leap this year is the San Antonio Spurs. I think they're projected to have the most increased win share in the league, which is interesting to see. So I think people are very high on San Antonio being legit playoff, contenders.
Real good draft this year. They got a top 3 pick this year.
Harper.
Yeah, Harper. And he's already saying all the right things, talking about how James Harden came off the bench for his first 2 or 3 years. Everybody's got to wait their turn. He doesn't mind doing that and putting in the work.
They do have they're 1 through 8 guys. Like they're all names now. Like they don't just have nobody like Julian Champagne or whatever. They have people that are established.
They're filled in all gaps.
Yeah, they're 7 and isn't it Barnes and Cornette maybe as their 7th and 8th? It's what the hell, dude?
They're going to be very good this year.
A bunch of professionals too. All the rookies are going to learn from the best every night they go in.
Having said that, people are still projecting a new title winner because we've had a new one for the last 8 years. Are we going to have another title winner this year, or a different title winner this year? Or are we projecting a Thunder? I think if it's going to happen, it's going to happen this year. I think the Thunder are easily going to win it again.
Probably, yeah. I think Rockets maybe.
Give a run. Yeah, I was going to say Houston will give them a run, but now they got KD over there. Because that was the only thing.
San Antonio.
Houston, the only thing Houston was missing last year was scoring.
I think San Antonio is going to have an interesting mix to try and play Oklahoma City straight up. If obviously if they're healthy, fine, you can. They have 100 guards and wings that they can just swap out to kind of defend the smaller players. But then they have the best defensive player who's 7'4" at the rim just waiting. They have people they can go out with Chet if he's trying to stretch the floor and open up the paint a little bit. I think the Thunder will win unless San Antonio, obviously unless injuries, but unless San Antonio somehow takes that leap forward that is projected for them. If San Antonio is the real deal this year, watch out.
You don't think that Houston could give Oklahoma City a run in the series?
I mean, yeah, of course. Health, obviously, that's the big thing. Kevin Durant's 37 years old. I just don't think it's a safe bet for it.
Well, I mean, we're also betting on Chet, who's pretty injury prone too.
Right, but he's 23.
Already missed half of a season at 23.
If anything, I'm betting on Wembanyama, who hasn't played a single healthy season yet.
What about the Nuggets, who went to 7 with them and have a better team now?
Yeah. And that's another team that's just floating out there.
The West is so much fun. Oh my God.
Dude, Jokic might have the best team he's had, top down.
Yeah.
In his whole career.
He got Bruce Brown back. That's,
Cam Johnson. And
watch out.
They got Jonas Valanciunas as a backup. They're pretty decent. That's the best backup he's ever had. And that's maybe the best small forward if you can. Very comparable to Michael Porter Jr. Bruce Brown is way better. Him and
comparable in the sense that he just does everything pretty much better than Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, they actually have a bench next year. Definitely scary for the West in general. It's just everywhere. Yeah,
you can never rule them out. I now that I'm talking about it, I can see why it's maybe they're not favored to win it, but I don't know. I don't know.
Dude, the Thunder were so amazing last year, but they also got taken to 7. They got taken to 7 twice. They could have not won the championship pretty easily last year. It's not like the Celtics. It's funny how people don't really give us the same credit. Oddly, they're Thunder, such a historic dominant season. It's man, we went 16-3 in the playoffs. We didn't even come close to losing a series. This team was on their ass twice.
Yeah, that has to just be Boston fatigue. Fuck Boston. People hate us.
That Celtics team was so dominant. They won 3 games by 50 points that year. So stupid. You won 3 games by 50.
That's fucking ridiculous.
There's teams that have never won a game by 50 points, and they've been around forever.
Yeah.
We had more 30-point leads than 10-point deficits that whole year. That's fucking stupid.
Not to cut the conversation short, Jacob, but if you need to leave, feel free. Me and Steve will wrap it up.
Okay. Yeah, I will head out then. I gotta go. I gotta go pick up the doggo.
We do got some movie talk.
That's fair. You guys will be. I'll come. I'll come home at like 8 and you're still chatting.
Grown Ups 2 is an underrated classic. Steve, you saw a movie. Jacob, adios, amigo.
Peace out. Have fun.
Let the doggo.
Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
I saw a movie. I watched a film.
As one does.
Avatar film, the original from 2017, probably. No, probably way before that. 13. Were we in high school?
Probably. I think it was like 2010 or 9, maybe.
Yeah, I watched that. That was a movie.
2009.
Good call.
It was a movie, Steve. The highest grossing movie of all time at the time, until I think Avengers Infinity or Endgame.
Endgame was the one that knocked it off.
I think that's right. But then Endgame's been knocked off since by like the fucking Mario movie or something.
Minecraft movie, some shit.
Yeah, honestly, it's like one of those movies that knocked it off. I think probably Minecraft. Whatever. The paste and the copy and paste shitty,
Yeah, but the
animated joints.
They do numbers. I mean, Endgame wasn't like it wasn't an original idea. It was all based off of other properties.
Oh no, shit! It's a comic book movie, but like it was relatively.
Yeah,
there's never been a superhero movie like that.
I mean, and to be fair to like Avatar for getting knocked off by it, I mean, Endgame was the culmination of 26 movies. So I mean, you're kind of going up against a juggernaut there, with all the Marvel fans backing it too.
Having said that, Avatar, you loved it.
That movie was
bad. You said, I think
6.5 out of 10.
That's actually pretty good.
I mean, 5 out of 10 being average, 6.5 out of 10. I mean,
what did you like about it? Let's just start there.
I like the creature design.
The Na'vi.
Not the Na'vi, but like the actual like things in the forest, like the things that they were flying on, and the big like hammerhead shark looking like cow thing or whatever the fuck it was. Like, I thought the creature design was sick. I was a little bit disappointed that there weren't more in there. There's only about like 6 or 7 different creatures. It was like you could have, if this is a 3-hour long movie, you could have at least given me a little bit more of that.
Have you seen the number 2 Way of Water that came out a few years ago? It's on HBO. I haven't even seen it, but I think there's a lot more creatures in there.
And assuming that the CGI and everything's gonna be a little bit better.
Yeah, has to.
Look,
I mean, he's taken 10 years between films.
I mean, I give him credit. 2009 CGI wasn't like amazing in 2009.
No, but for that movie, it was.
Yeah, it was top of notch back then. So like, I can't knock it points for that. Watching it in 2025, knock the CGI on it. Like,
no, yeah,
that's not fair. But I just thought the storyline was just
it's fine.
It's an allegory on climate change. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's like Lewis and Clark and fucking Last of the Mohicans all over again. If you've seen any of those native, it's a native first invader colonizer movie.
It was just a little on the nose. I thought it was far too long. Like,
it's very long.
I feel like that movie, that it was so drawn out. You probably could have knocked 45 minutes off that movie, and that movie would have been a lot better, I think.
What was it? It was like close to 3 hours long, right?
2 hours and 45 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. I think the Way of Water is like the same as well. And now I think the new one's coming out this year. The Way of Fire or whatever the hell.
Yeah. It feels like they're encroaching a little bit on the TV show, like the animated TV show Avatar. And now you got Avatar Way of Water and Avatar Fire People or some shit. So it's like you're encroaching a little bit on it with the names, but definitely.
I hate the Avatar movies, and I haven't even seen anything outside of the first one, just for the fact that James Cameron has dedicated like his last years to this shit. Like, he's making 6 of these things, I think. No bullshit. I think he said he had plans for like 6 when he released the first one, and they're already on 3. I just like James Cameron's one of the best directors of all time, period. End of sentence. Like, not even just sci-fi, but his sci-fi movies in particular are some of my favorite movies of all time. And it's just like to see him dedicate, the rest of his life, basically, proverbially, to this is just kind of a bummer.
You're just cornering yourself into a spot where you can't make anything else. You don't have time to make anything else.
They're not even good stories. Like they're not. I have no emotional connection to fucking. The only character I remember is Sully.
That's because his name was Sully, and we're from fucking Boston, and we all knew a Sully growing up.
And I'm a big fan of what's his name, Ed Chichin, whatever his name is. I'm such a big fan. I don't even know his name. But I like him a lot as an actor. Sam Worthington,
Sigourney Weaver too.
Sigourney Weaver is in there, yeah. But that
unbelievable actress too. I mean, she killed it.
Well, she's one. Sigourney's. She's a Mount Rushmore actor.
She's a legend of the Sci-Fi game too. So
yeah, she's fantastic.
So we saw being in one of the blue people.
Mm-hmm. They have sex with their tails. I remember that.
I don't even remember that part. I must have fallen asleep for that part.
You don't remember when Sam fucking Worthington, whatever his name is, and Zoe Saldana are in the trees and like the little white things
and the white,
the white little jellyfish are floating around and they have sex with their tails.
It was like convoluted. Some of this shit. Like, dude, come on, just get on with this shit.
This is the guy that directed T2, man. He directed Terminator 2 Judgment. Like, it's just.
I mean, look, this is also the guy who did like the Transformers movies too. So
no, he didn't.
He did one of them at least.
No, he didn't. He did fucking the what's his name there? The fucking jackass.
Bay.
Michael Bay did all the Transformers movies.
James Cameron did at least one of them, I think.
And that's wrong.
So get on the goo. Get on the goo.
All right, get on the goo. James Cameron movies.
It's 500 fucking movies or something stupid.
Holy shit, he has done a lot. Okay, James Cameron filmography. He did. Can I just get a list?
No.
Literally, hold on.
I will wax poetic about how mid that movie was. I didn't think any of the characters were all that interesting, to be honest. They kind of just threw us in the middle of the movie almost with like, oh, my brother's dead, now I'm going to be an avatar. And I was like, oh, that's sick. Like, I have no emotional attachment to you or your brother. Like, we just toss us in the middle. It's like, it was basically like picking up in the middle of the movie. And they're trying to like over-explain things as they happen. And they had the comic relief guy, the tall, skinny guy who's in all like Grandma's Boy and shit. And like,
oh, yeah.
He was in there for comic relief, but then he had like 2 fucking jokes in the whole movie. And it was like, what the fuck is he here for? I don't know. The movie was just like, it was.
I got the list for you.
Okay. Was I right about any of the Transformers? Was it like Bumblebee or something like that he did?
No, you weren't.
Oh, well.
So he cuts his teeth, get a young in 1982, Piranha 2, The Spawning. That's his first thing. It's gonna be bad. It's just like the first fucking thing you can ever make.
Especially when you're like a sci-fi horror guy, like it's not gonna be. You're not getting a fucking Friday the 13th IP.
But I tell you what, he goes on a bit of a run here with these next 3 movies. The Terminator, you might have heard of it. That's in 84. Aliens in 1986. And then the Abyss. More aliens, but more fucking aliens. And then the Abyss in 89. Oh, and by the way, Terminator 2 in 91.
Well, I mean, after Terminator 1, like, you can't have anybody else do Terminator 2. Like, let's be fair here.
Well, you think that about Alien, right? But Alien was Ridley Scott, and then Aliens was James Cameron, and he made it just as good, if not some people think it's better. I don't, but people like Aliens, people like Alien. You can do it. But he famously, Terminator 2 was like, that's probably his best movie of all time. Then you got True Lies right off the grip of that in 94, another banger. Titanic, might have heard of that one.
The first time he stepped out of his sci-fi zone over there.
Yeah, but then he gets super infatuated with fucking sunken ships, because then he's doing like Earthship.tv, The Expedition of the Bismarck, the sunken Bismarck ship, Ghosts of the Abyss, which I haven't seen, Aliens of the Deep, and then you got Avatar in 2009. Avatar 2, The Way of Water in 22.
He's been doing this for a minute, huh? Since 1982. That's pretty impressive.
And upcoming, he has Avatar: Fire and Ash, Avatar 4, Avatar 5, and The Informationist, which is in development.
Yeah, it's not. It's a
The
pretty
fuck,
bad.
man.
It's a pretty bad idea to corner yourself into doing just one set of movies for like 5 of them, because like now you can't branch out and show anything else. So like if people get tired of that movie after the second one, you're just kind of fucked for the next 3.
And each of these avatars takes $1 billion to make, and like they're gonna make $1 billion just because that's what they're fucking kids movies with like adult themes. It's just
They're all
I
gonna
don't know.
be fucking hours long too. It's just gonna suck.
Yeah, and like people are gonna see it because it's James Cameron making a movie. Like I read you the list. James Cameron for basically 20 years didn't miss, and was making like some of the people's favorite movies of all time, and now he's making just what he wants to make, which I guess is the Avatar fucking quadrilogy or whatever the hell.
Hang nuts if you got the money and the sauce to do it. Say fuck them, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Then I can't fault you for that, but you're just kind of hurting the rest of us fans on that one.
It's just a bummer. It's just a bummer because you get like guys like Ridley Scott who are like still making good movies to this day, who are just as old, who have just as long as a list. You know, I don't know. It bums me out. I don't like the Avatar for that reason, and I'm not clamoring to see any of the new ones. Like I still haven't even seen the second one. I heard it's still. I mean, you can't. People aren't saying they're bad movies. Like I don't think they're bad. I don't think it's going to be bad. I'm not watching it because I'm just not interested.
Yeah.
Not interested. I saw the first one. I'm like, this is for teenagers. I don't care.
Yeah, Paige cried 3 times watching Avatar last time I watched it. It's like I watched this like a month and a half ago, and it still makes me cry. I'm like, I guess to each their own. It made me go to bed. So
it's. I mean, it's fine.
I mean, here I am
dude.
fucking watching Happy Gilmore 2 when he kills his wife. I'm tearing up over here, and she's crying over Avatar. So I guess to each their own.
What did I watch a movie recently?
You've watched a lot of them, I'm assuming. You watched Happy Gilmore 1 and 2.
No, I've been watching Alien Earth, which is a Ridley Scott produced alien TV show, which is fucking
It's on FX, right?
chef's kiss. Yes,
FX has actually been putting out some bangers, right? With the sci-fi kind of horror shit.
The Bear. I mean, they made The Bear. FX has great TV. They just do that.
I mean like the sci-fi horror end of it, not like their TV shows, but like their sci-fi horror TV shows.
Like what?
Like American Horror Story used to be on FX.
Oh, yeah. People love. I don't like it, but people love that shit.
You got the Alien one now. Wasn't there another one that had like some like wasn't no the last one was
Legion. Legion, I think, was on that.
Yeah.
That was so Noah. No, Josh Hawley. What? No, Josh Hawley's a fucking drummer. Noah. Whoever the guy is that's doing Alien Earth right now he did Legion, so makes sense. Colin Trevorrow. No, he did the dinosaur movies. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, all over the fucking place.
I am all over the place.
You're looking for football players with me and Jacob asking us to help. Like, well, there's no way we are going to be able to help you, but
I can't even find my letterbox apps. I'm so fucking frazzled.
Frizzled and frazzled. I should just start a letterbox so that people can be like, wow, your takes are horrible. When I give fucking grown-ups a fucking 5-star and I give Avatar 1.5 or something, or whatever the grading system is.
I rewatched Pacific Rim. Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. Charlie Day, Charlie Hunnam.
Yep. Idris Elba.
Oh yeah, Idris Elba was in that too, yeah.
Honestly, a great movie. I think if we're talking like these late 2000s to early 2010s movies, which Avatar's 2009, Pacific Rim's 2013. The CGI for Pacific Rim, it's a fucking sick story, right? It's like just giant robots fighting big, scary fucking kaiju monsters from the depths. Immediately, I'm in. Not to mention, it's just the CGI of it all. Like when you think of big robots fighting, you think of the Transformers series, and the big knock on the Transformers series is that you can't fucking see anything going on when the robots are fighting each other. It's so fast and shiny and just shot like, I don't know,
really close up. A lot of it is like they're right on each other. They just kind of look like they're melding together when they're fighting, and
Yeah, you just hear like the clanking noises, which is sick, obviously. But like with Pacific Rim, I think because of the scale of them, everything's allowed to go a little bit slower, right? Because they're like the size of fucking skyscrapers. But you just see it a lot more, and it's just for I haven't seen the second one. I know it's not nearly as good, but for what it is, it's just a fantastic little fucking jaunt ride.
Ron Perlman too.
Ron Perlman. Yeah, I don't know. It's Guillermo del Toro, and I know he's a bit of a weird guy when he comes to directing. Like he's in Death Stranding. He plays Deadman. So I know he's a little bit off the rocker with this stuff. And I think Pacific Rim is a comic book too.
Yeah.
So I think this was an adaptation, and that stuff gets a little weird. His name's like I don't know, like Marco Chow or something. He's like supposed to be like a Chinese businessman or some shit.
Yeah.
But it's just he's white and he's like I mean, it's goofy. It's goofy. It's like definitely a comic book character.
Got the tiny little fucking John Lennon sunglasses on like the whole time, but they don't have the earpieces. They just stick right on his fucking nose, make his eyes
gets eaten.
smaller.
Spoiler alert.
He gets eaten. Yeah.
He gets eaten by a baby monster.
What a fucking whiplash for Charlie Hunnam though, going from like Sons of Anarchy, like a motorcycle club fucking show for like 7 seasons, and then going straight to like Pacific Rim. Like what a whiplash of acting.
I think there's a reason you don't see him around very much.
He was in The Gentleman, which was a great movie.
Right, but I feel like that's not that much of a character. Like Charlie Hunnam's just like a cool British guy, right? Like IRL.
He had a really good character in that. I thought that like he would like he was really integral to the plot. Like he had to explain things. Like I thought that it was.
Wait, and what are you talking about?
In The Gentleman.
I haven't seen it, but that movie is
You
like.
gotta see that movie.
I know it's with Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. What's the fucking? It's the producer that also like is in his own movies.
Oh, it's the guy who did like Rock and Roll and shit.
No, not Hugh Laurie. Fuck.
I know who you're talking about.
I'll look it up.
But the one thing, if I had to complain about Pacific Rim, is that Hunnam is such a bad actor in that film. He's so bad. I'm like, I don't think he's a good actor.
It's not his best, that's for sure.
But like, and there's a reason why you don't see him a lot in movies, because I just don't think he's that good outside of a few roles. Like obviously Sons of Anarchy went on forever. People love that show. And from what I've seen, he was really good in it. But Pacific Rim was like a fucking stinker of a performance. Like the Japanese character who plays Kimiko or whatever in The Boys, the actress blew him away. I thought she was such a better actress, and that's like a different style of acting.
I might have to go back and watch it, because I think the last time I watched it, I was too young to really realize like what the acting was. I was kind of like, oh, cool, some fucking crazy.
He's so plastic, dude.
Really?
Yeah, he's so plastic. And you got Idris Elba giving like the fucking Bill Pullman, tonight we cancel the apocalypse speech. And I'm like, hell yeah. You got Charlie Hunnam like just staring like.
I was thinking Hugh Grant is who I was thinking. But that's
Hugh Grant's an actor, yeah.
He's the actor.
No, I think you're thinking of fucking
Guy Ritchie.
Yes, bingo.
But Hugh Grant looks like he would be a Guy Ritchie if you looked at him and you had to guess his name.
They're all the same guy. Talk like this, mate. I don't fucking know what you're doing.
Matthew McConaughey's in that movie too.
Yep.
Like that's dude. You gotta watch that movie tonight.
I've seen half the movie just taking a shit on and watching TikTok. Like people post clips of videos. I've seen the scene where Hunnam's got like the MP5 under his jacket.
Oh, the guy steals the fucking kid steals.
Yeah, the kid steals his phone.
Lights it up like, all right, which fucking way?
You want to be a road man? Shoots up the fucking thing.
No, I'm telling you, you got to watch the whole movie. It's wicked good.
Maybe I'll flick that on tonight.
Flick yourself to that, because fucking Matthew McConaughey is a bad motherfucker in that movie.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Charlie Hunnam.
Shout out to you, dude. I know I just insulted you, but come on. You know that wasn't a great performance. There's a reason why you're not in the second one.
He's had much better performances since.
Yeah, man.
Any other movies on the docket coming up?
to see. There's definitely ones that came out. Like I gotta see F1. That's on. I'm waiting for that to drop on Apple streaming whenever that's coming. I still need to see The Naked Gun. I would like to watch the new Jurassic Park movie. We're still waiting for that to drop. In terms of big movies to see, no.
There's nothing really big coming out till the end of the year, I don't think. I looked it up the other night and sent to you guys like all the random movies that were coming out that look good, but nothing crazy really.
The one with
Guillermo del Toro, he did Way of Water too, right?
No, The Way of Water was James Cameron. Oh no! That's Avatar 2. Yeah, Guillermo del Toro did The Way of Water. Yeah, won Best Picture.
Yeah, that was. I know. I didn't see that movie. I just heard it was really fucking weird.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, like
it was good. I cried.
Wasn't the guy in the fucking water? Didn't he kind of look like the guy from Hellboy?
Well, he's a fucking fish, man.
So he kind of looked like the guy from Hellboy.
I mean, yeah, kind of. He didn't speak English.
I never watched the movie. I just always imagined that it was that fucking nerdy fucking guy from Hellboy. He's stuck in water. Shout out to Hellboy. That's another classic fucking bad but good movie.
I think Hellboy's fine. I like the first one. Movies coming out this year.
Perlman for somebody in the second one, wasn't it?
No, Perlman. They made 3 with Perlman, I think, and then they remade it with the sheriff guy from Stranger Things.
Oh, David
Harbour.
That was him in that fucking movie? No way.
In the remake, yeah.
Really?
I think. I'm fairly certain, yeah.
Shout out to David Harbour.
Coming up and
laugh.
Caught Stealing. That's a movie that I think I might go see. I don't know. People, it's Austin Butler.
What kind of?
The Toxic Avenger. I'll probably see that. That's the guy who's running the fucking DCU now.
Oh, James Gunn?
Yeah. Starring Peter Dinklage.
I might be in on that one then.
Sorry, the director is Macon Blair, but I thought the Toxic Avenger was fucking. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. What else? We got The Conjuring: Last Rites. I don't give a shit about any of those
all
movies.
In on that one. She's seen all the other ones. I watched Sinners again this weekend.
You watched what?
Sinners again this weekend.
Any takeaways?
Thought it was good the second time as it was the first time. And
it's really good movie.
I was half in the bag the second time I watched it too. And I was like, oh, it's still pretty good.
Oh, you got Him coming out in September 9th.
That with Marlon Wayans. Which is just so random to have him in it, but like that movie looks so good though. It's
produced by
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, yeah, but it's directed by Justin Tipping, who directed.
What's the difference between directed and produced? Produced is just like I backed it with my money.
I don't know. I don't know what any of this means, but I think it just means like, hey, my kitty's looking herself in the background. It's just so cute. I think it just means like he has an idea for the script and how he has a vision for it, and the director has his vision for it, and they decide how they're gonna go about it, and the director's like, okay, fine, like you want the story to play out this way and do it this, but like I want to shoot it like that. I think it's a lot more technical than what I'm breaking down.
Like director's more like, hey, we're gonna shoot it this way so that I can find your vision.
Yeah, like Weapons was produced and directed and written by Kreger. So like
same with
he had all 3.
All of was Coogler, right?
That is correct.
Coogler, I know, had a huge thing about talking about how he shot it in different ways and how like there was different frame rates for different scenes and how he shot it on IMAX and shit like that. So that's interesting.
But One Battle After Another, that's the PTA movie with Leo. That's probably a big one that I'll see. Probably my most anticipated. It's coming out September 26th. Huh?
One Battle After Another.
Yeah. starring Leo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, and Benicio del Toro.
I mean,
The Strangers Chapter 2.
I'm fucking all in.
Yeah, right. It's a loaded cast. There's no way that movie's bad, right? Oh, The Smashing Machine, starring The Rock.
A24, yeah, I'm in.
It's a Safdie, bro. I think it's Josh Safdie.
It's one of the Safdies, I think.
I mean, it's either Josh or Benny. It's Benny.
Benny and the Jet. I'm all in on A24 movies. A24 movies are sick. They're always so fucking weird, but they always, for some reason, they just hit.
Oh, Daniel Day-Lewis makes his acting return since retirement, and his son's directed movie Anemone.
Oh yeah.
I don't know anything about it, but I'll probably catch that. You got Tron Ares, if you're interested in the Tron universe, starring what's his name?
Josh Brolin.
No. 30 Seconds to Mars.
Oh, Jared Leto.
Bingo.
Yeah. I'm out just on that.
I think he's like the star of the last two. I haven't seen them, so I don't know. You got Frankenstein coming out on Netflix. Christoph Waltz, Jacob Elordi. I'm in on that.
Is that the one? Is that the one that the guy who did Nosferatu's doing?
No, Frankenstein is Guillermo del Toro. Shout out to him.
Because I know the guy who did Nosferatu is doing another like horror movie, but maybe it's like werewolves or something like that. People are excited about it because it's like he did Nosferatu so well. Another one I didn't see. I'm not really planning on.
I mean, Robert Eggers, he just doesn't miss. Black Phone 2, if you're interested in the Black Phone universe.
I never saw the first one. It looked good, but I never saw it.
I didn't like it, man. I didn't fucking like it, but apparently people loved it.
Looks like one of those like, suspense horror movie kind of jump scare kind of shit movies. Not a fan of those ones. That's like Insidious kind of does that. Like the first Insidious was good, and then like the rest of them are all kind of just like hacky jump scare kind of things going on.
Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off. Predator Badlands. That's the movie that I'm gonna have to see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that one.
I'm such a nerd with the shit. Who's directing that one? Huh?
Where can I see 28 Years Later?
Is
it streaming?
I don't think it's streaming anywhere yet, but you can rent it if you're pay $5 to rent it. It's worth it. It's good.
I gotta watch the other ones again before I watch it.
Dan Trachtenberg is directing this one. He directed Prey. Oh, okay, yeah. In 10 Cloverfield Lane. So
I'm all in then.
It's in good hands.
Cloverfield guy over here, I'm all in.
Die My Love, Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson. That's the one that was, I believe, shot in Boston.
I don't know how I feel about Jennifer Lawrence as an actress.
She's a great actress. Great actress.
She's okay.
You got the Running Man remake coming out in November.
The Running Man?
Starring Glenn Powell and Josh Brolin.
What's the Running Man?
Have you seen the Running Man with Arnold?
No.
It's a 1980s bang. It's basically what's the TV show where it was like they had like big jacked dudes and girls who would like have special abilities and people have to run through like a maze.
Oh, American Gladiator?
Something like, yeah, it's basically that, but like what if it's all dystopian novel shit. So it's like in the future, the TV networks run the world and the cities are crime ridden shitholes, and Arnold's like a cop and he gets framed for like a massacre. And then he's like a guy, he gets put on the show called The Running Man, where it's basically American Gladiator, except they kill you. And spoiler alert, he survives.
No way. Arnold wins the one.
Yeah, but it's like it's a shitty 80s like don't go to get blown away. It's just cool to see Arnold beat up other jack fucking goofballs.
Well, this is like the OG Squid Games kind of.
Yeah, except people are trying to kill you. I haven't seen anything. No spoilers for Squid Games because I haven't finished season 1 even.
Like maybe like what was the other one called? War Games, where like the computer, like AI computer thing was like making the kid play like Battleship or something like that, and then he was really like putting in the nuke codes.
That's War Games, starring
that's what I was saying. Like,
starring Ferris Bueller, dude.
I had Ferris Bueller. That had fucking what the fuck's the kid's name?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in forever.
Oh, what's Ferris Bueller's name?
Oh my god. You're fucking kidding me if you think I'm gonna get that one.
Tower Heights Phone, dude. Come on.
Oh my god.
You want to talk about a loaded cast that couldn't get off the ground either. You look at that Tower Heist cast.
Yeah, well, that's like a fucking shit movie.
Dude, you had fucking Ben Stiller. You had fucking Eddie Murphy, Casey Affleck.
Ferris Bueller, a John Hughes masterpiece, starring Matthew Broderick.
Matthew Broderick, that's his name.
Bingo. If you're into the Now You See Me universe, they're making the third one of that.
I'm so excited for that, actually. I'm such a fucking sucker for those movies.
I didn't even finish the first one. It's good. The first one was good. I just haven't finished it. Oh, Wicked 2, good for good. That's
I'm excited about that too. Wicked 1, actually, like, I actually watched that movie and I was actually impressed. I was not excited to watch that movie when Paige put it on.
Yeah, Wicked was fantastic.
But I was actually, like, even as somebody that didn't want to watch it, I enjoyed it, which is pretty impressive.
I'm sure I'll see that in theaters. Kim,
you guys will cry. Like,
I will cry. I did cry in the first one.
Yeah, Paige said she couldn't figure out where the fuck you cried in the first one. That's so funny.
It was more like it was so beautiful.
Cry, like, you cried that shit. You cried at Avatar. I cried Happy Gilmore too.
Listen, man, sometimes they just hit you.
There's levels to this shit. Dude, as I'm getting older, I cannot deal with anybody dying, like in movies or anything like that. Like, I just can't deal with it. It's so bad.
You got the second Sisu movie, Sisu Road to Revenge, which I really like. Sisu 1.
Never even heard of that movie. That's some indie shit right there.
I believe it's a Finnish film, but it's basically like one guy who's like a gold miner in Finland, in Nazi-occupied Finland. Like, they fuck with him. It's basically Rambo, but he's just fucking like a Finnish dude. He fucks up Nazis.
Oh, even better, dude. That's better than Rambo.
Good. It's a good movie. You should see it. They're making the second one of those. Zootopia 2.
All in. Let's see that rabbit again.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Sick. Love it.
First one was so bad.
I barely know what that even is, so.
Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Sick.
Zero AD, starring Ben Mendelsohn and Jim Caviezel. Sam Worthington, shout out to Avatar. The SpongeBob movie, Search for Square, something.
Jesus Christ, they're still making those.
Return of the Living Dead.
Living Dead.
Ooh, what's Alien Wars? Judgment Day? What the fuck is this? No, never mind.
Return of the Living Dead, that's not like the second one after Shaun of the Living Dead.
You mean Shaun of the Dead?
Yeah, there's the one with the British guys, the British comedians.
No, that's Shaun of the Dead. No, this is no relation to that.
Oh, okay.
Taking place 18 months after the events at the Uneeda warehouse in Louisville, Kentucky. It's like an indie film. I'm not reading the rest of that. Fuck it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll be good.
We'll see a trailer for it at some point.
And really, that is it. They're making a Greenland. Have you seen the first Greenland?
No.
Starring the guy from 300, Den of Thieves.
Gerard
Butler. It's like a end of the world type movie. Like,
where's it at?
What do you mean where? Oh, well, Greenland 1 is streaming somewhere, I'm sure. It's like comets come down and start blowing the fucking planet up. And apparently there's a second one that's coming out in the first week of January, if you're interested.
More comets.
Starring Gerard. Guys, guess what? They're back. They already destroyed the world once. They're going for round 2. Gerard Poe's going to stop them.
It's like the Tropic Thunder fucking bit where he's like, he's like, Scorcher Part 2, even more volcanoes.
Scorcher 4, frozen.
Yeah, Scorcher 4, this time with ice.
Who left the fridge open?
That's what all fucking action movies are now.
Yeah, man. Movies, they're good. Who'd have thought?
Should we come up with a movie for next week's pod that we all watch?
Yeah. Do you want to do it now, or do you want to do it later? I guess maybe now, right?
We
Because
can talk about it now, then we can just bounce ideas now and then throw them at Jacob.
what do you want to watch?
What do you want to watch? Because
Dude,
you
I have
such
over 1,000 films on my watch list. Like
exactly like just pick something that's on streaming that we both have. Like I have HBO, Netflix, Hulu.
So
Like
there's a word for this, and I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but it's the fact like I have so many things to choose from that I want to see it. I don't choose. I'm overwhelmed by that abundance, and I like go watch Aliens again. Huh?
It's analysis paralysis is what it is.
Yeah, it's something like it's that. Like I do this every night. Be like, I should watch one of my films on my watch list just to watch it. And it's like, nah, I think I'll just like, I don't know, watch a YouTube breakdown of Aliens.
Whenever I get absolutely hammered, I'm like, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll put on something good that I like want to see that like I haven't watched in a while. And I'll put it on and I'll fall asleep before it even fucking starts. Like I was in Pembroke and I put on Shoresy and I didn't even make it to the first fucking scene before I was asleep.
That's another thing. There's like 2 more seasons of Shoresy that I have to go watch. I'm already all the way in on the show. Huh?
You've only made through 2 of the 4 seasons?
Yeah, like I don't even remember where I left off, but I'm so invested in the show, I haven't seen it.
So do you think I ought to watch The Gentleman tonight or Shoresy? I don't know. Like,
I'll do The Gentleman.
Yeah, there you go. Finish that one. That was such a good movie.
Shoresy will be on my own time.
Because that's just they're so quick too. Like the 4th season came out, me and Paige watched it in a day.
It's literally 35 minutes like an episode, so it's such a breeze.
She's like, "When's the next season coming out?" I said, "Next year." Like, we literally watched it like the week after it came out, and she's like, "I have to wait a whole year," and I was like, "Yeah, it's only going to be like 6 episodes next year." So,
damn. I hope that show never ends. But
the other show, Letterkenny's got 8 seasons. It's kind of the same.
I didn't love that.
It wasn't as good. I watched 7 of the 8 seasons. I haven't watched the last season. I have so many things I've watched like 7 out of 8 seasons or 3 out of 4, just not finished.
Shoresy is like, my one thing I think I will say is that Shoresy is actually like very well produced as a show.
Yeah.
It's like shot well. It's got great soundtracks and characters I care about. Letterkenny's just like, I don't know, they're characters that you jump right into and they all know each other and they all have their own personalities, but like they just kind of sit around and talk.
It's a lot more simply written. It's a lot more based on the writing than like the action of it, you know.
There's still some hilarious bits in Letterkenny. I'll definitely have to get through it and watch it again. It's definitely a smoke weed and watch show, whereas Shoresy is just I care about the characters. So
I gotta finish.
Give your balls a tug.
You balls a tug, tit fucker. I mean, Shoresy started in Letterkenny, so that's the funniest part.
Yeah.
But I still have to finish Ozark too. Like I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Paige and me to finish the last season of Game of Thrones.
Oh my God, you haven't finished that. That's like you have to finish. That's like that was such a zeitgeist thing. You can't miss it. You're like out of conversations if you can't.
I have no idea who sits on the throne or anything like that.
You still don't know?
No, I have no idea. I mean, like I didn't even pay that much attention to it back then. Whenever I saw people tweeting about Game of Thrones, like, okay, just keep scrolling. I don't give a shit what the hell going on. Like,
who do you think's gonna end up on the throne? I won't give you a spoiler either way.
I can't remember who I guessed. But Paige said that there's been a ton of, she thinks that I like subconsciously like picked up things because she said there's a ton of things that I've guessed that there's no way I could have guessed based on the writing or where things were going. And I was like, or, you know, I'm just good like that. I don't know. Like I'm looking at the way that things are written and going, yeah, he's probably going to fucking kill that person. Like that person's probably going to come into power because they suck.
Well, who do you think it's going to be?
Right now, I think it's probably going to be Arya. Because there's probably going to be a battle between Jon Snow and Daenerys once they figured out that they're fucking related. Which, can you explain that to me? Because, like, I understand that they're related, but I don't understand the timeline because it's her brother that fucked Ned.
Okay, hold on.
Girl.
I think I understand this, and I might be way off, but I'm rereading the first book, as we all know, and I've seen the show. I think Jon Snow is okay. well, I guess it's better. So before any of the Game of Thrones stuff goes on, there's King Ares or whatever, the Mad King, right?
Yeah.
Daenerys, I believe,
That's her
is his
granddaughter.
Daughter or granddaughter, one of them.
I think it's granddaughter.
Granddaughter, and Jon Snow is Rhaegar or whatever, like the one of the brother. I think Jon Snow is Daenerys' dad's sister's son. Does that make sense? Like,
no. It's in the show. It's Daenerys' brother.
Daenerys' brother is Jon Snow's dad.
Yes, his brother.
Yes.
With Ned Stark's
Sister,
girlfriend or sister.
Sister, yeah. Who was Robert Baratheon's girlfriend, wife, and that's why he fought the war over her.
And then it came out that they were actually married. It wasn't like a rape or anything like that. They were actually married.
Yeah, she loved. I think his name's Rhaegar.
Rhaegar, but that's not the guy we see in the beginning of the show, right? That gets the molten gold poured on his head.
No, that's
they have an older brother that's much older than them.
That's Daenerys' brother.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because they say, because Paige was telling me that Jon Snow is Daenerys'
uncle,
nephew.
That's right.
Which would mean that it would have to be Daenerys' brother that slept with.
Daenerys' older brother who is dead. Before Game of Thrones.
Yes, that's what I was asking. Is it an older brother?
Yes,
older brother. Okay, because in my head I was thinking it was the guy that died, early in the first season, and I was like, how's the timeline work out for that? How is he old enough to be fucking back then?
He wasn't.
But then the scene that looked like him was, I don't know, maybe it was just because it was from the back and he had the white hair like they all have. I don't know. It kind of got convoluted and confused in my head, but now it makes sense.
I don't think I have it right even in my head, but it's just
scared to look it up because if I look it up, I'm afraid that I'm going to find out spoilers about shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you shouldn't look it up.
The AI is going to be like, yeah, actually.
Don't look it up. Just watch the final season and you'll be like, okay, I understand how the family tree falls down. Jon Snow has obviously got Stark in him. That's why he's
got Stark and he's got the thing, and that's why the dragons don't fuck with him, or they do fuck with him, which is pretty. And the Night King.
I'm interested to see you say you don't think he's going to end up on the throne.
No, I think I just don't think that it ends up working out for him. He's been through too much, and I don't think he doesn't want the throne. He didn't even want to be the head of Winterfell. You think he wants to be the king of everything? And he also already pledged his allegiance to Daenerys.
No, yeah. I mean, he died. He literally died. You want to talk about being through too much? He was literally murdered.
He died. He came back. I figured he had to come back. The problem is I saw the gif of the Battle of the Bastards when he pulls out his sword and there's 1,000 people running at him or whatever.
Yeah,
I saw that gif and I was like, I haven't seen that scene yet. So apparently he's back from being killed.
People think that's one of the best episodes of television ever.
Paige didn't like it because it was kind of it was kind of like a movie where they kind of just swoop in at the end and save him. Shit like that, and the people from the Vale come in and save them.
You mean the story about dragons and kings and thrones is about?
Well, she meant it was the rest of them are written something bad happens, and then that one was kind of the heavens opened up and then God came down and saved him from some shit.
Well, it's about time something broke his way. Everything fucking bad happened. His dad gets brutally beheaded, or who he thought was his dad gets brutally beheaded. His love of his life gets killed in a war that he had to fight against her in.
Uncle Benjen disappears.
Benjen just gone forever.
And then he came back, and now he's gone again. I think he finally got killed by the White Walkers in that last one. I think they finally got him.
He literally gets stabbed to death by his brothers.
Yeah. We got a pretty shit at the time.
Something had to break his way once, right? Jesus.
Yeah. King just got the dragon. So that's exciting.
The Night King?
Yeah, he killed the dragon and he got the dragon.
Great scene.
That was I can see why people were freaking out after that one.
Hardhome or whatever.
Yeah, I can't remember. No, that was the one where they first battled. with the people from north of the wall that I can't remember their names, the wildlings.
Oh,
Hard Home was when they first battled all the White Walkers with the wildlings and the people that eat people that I can't remember their name either, who just don't exist anymore. Another one that they were just like, yeah, we're gonna use them for like half a season, and then we're just, fuck it.
how did their story end up? Fuck, we forgot.
I forgot about them. And then they killed Littlefinger. They finally killed Littlefinger, which was pretty funny.
I forget how he dies.
Too. Huh?
I forget how he dies.
Sansa has him murdered in front of everybody because she says that he has conspired to murder her aunt and conspired to turn Arya against her and shit.
I mean, he did.
Yeah, but it was
Bad
great.
dude.
Yeah, it was great that they set it up so it looked like she was gonna accuse Arya of murder, and then all of a sudden she was like, whatever the fuck his name is,
Peter
Baelish. So yeah, that was pretty good. And then Arya,
that's the nice bit of storyline because like she hates her sister. Like her and Arya hate each other.
They hate each other so much because they're so different too from the get.
Well, I think the Nymeria stuff, like the dog in the first season when the dog bites the prince, Joffrey, because he's such a fucking weasel, fuckface, and one of the wolves, Nymeria, like defends Arya and the baker boy or whatever, the butcher boy.
Yeah,
It bites him, and they have the trial, and like the king's like, we got to kill the queen keeps harping. She's like, we got to kill one of these dogs. Like, I want blood. And the king's like, I don't want to do this. Like, I need Ned to be my right hand. And I can't, like, I love Ned. Like, you see that, you feel bad. You end up feeling bad for the king, but he's such a fucking drunkard that he just like washes his hands. Like, fine, kill the fucking dog. And then it comes back. Arya's like lies to protect the prince over her own sister.
Sansa does, yeah.
Yes, yeah, yep. And that's what caused. She's like, fine, like Nymeria will get executed, but Nymeria runs off and ends up being Lady that gets killed, and also that they butchered the butcher boy at the end of the episode. Like, I think Arya, the first book, her and every storyline between Sansa and Arya, the first half of the book at least, is just them just hating each other and fighting and talking about how they're the worst. So it's very nice to see their story kind of come around there.
Yeah, we'll see if they still like each other going forward. I don't know yet. And also, like, there was the battle with the White Walkers when they were all stuck on the ice together, and it was like that and Jorah and Dormund and Jon Snow, and
isn't that when the dragon dies?
Yeah, that's when she comes and saves them all, and then the dragon dies. But like, I was looking at it, and like they were all like coming in to like get them. Like the White Walkers like finally waited for the ice to freeze. They were all coming in to kill them, and I was like, there's no way they kill off this many fucking characters like this late in the show. like there's too many important people here. Like,
yeah,
if it was like one or two, I'd be like, okay, maybe this is how it ends for them. But like, no, there's too many.
Just for story purposes, you gotta have something. Like, you gotta have something going on still. Just kill everybody.
Or like when they battled in the when the dragons were still young and Daenerys was in the getting attacked by the people in the masks. I can't remember.
Oh yeah. When she was over across the sea.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, there's no way that the dragons don't come and just save her ass.
Yeah. Well, Game of Thrones is good. We should finish it.
Yeah.
The Gentleman
for this week.
I'll have to catch it and watch it.
We got to figure out. We said we're gonna figure out a movie to watch from this shit when we start talking about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I think we'll do The Gentleman. But we'll discuss this.
All right, I'll message Judge. We'll message Jacob. We'll get it on the list.
We managed to go on for almost another hour without Jacob. That's hilarious.
Dude, we could do a fucking movie podcast and a basketball podcast.
Well, this will be fun to edit, guys. Speaking of which, we should end it here. I could, like we said, I could do this for hours, but
yeah, I'm up in 4 hours to go back to work. So
yeah, you got to go eat peace. I got to make a podcast. We got to get this out to our beloved fans. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks to all 12 of you. Gang.
Thanks to all 12 of you and all our thousands of shorts watchers over on TikTok and Instagram. Like and subscribe.
Yes, tell them where they can find us. We're the worst podcast hosts ever. We never tell them where we can find us.
Well, any fucking platform really. Like we're even on fucking Facebook. I think like follow us on fucking Facebook, Instagram Reels, TikTok. We have our own TikTok. We have our own Twitter. All at the Banner Report. For whatever reason, that's just was floating out in the ether, and we took it. So that's us. Follow us at the Banner Report on Twitter, at the Banner Report on Instagram, at the Banner Report on TikTok, at the Banner Report on YouTube, and at the Banner Report for all our Apple and Spotify listeners. Like all of anybody, we're basically out on everything. So, this is a great idea, Steve. I can't believe it's taken us about 100 episodes to fucking finally plug where they can see us. But yeah,
make this its own fucking clip.
Yeah, for sure. And I'll pin it just so people can know.
Jesus Christ.
But follow us, like and subscribe, share with a buddy. And I would like to create this into a community where it's not just us talking about these things, but we're talking to you guys. So, and we're very active in the comment section. And by we, I mean, well, it's we.
You run the fucking account. I just pop in.
I run the socials, yeah. So, yeah, it's me. But feel free to jump in, beat up Steve a little bit. That's fun. That's always a fun
It's fucking easy. I'm a fucking punching bag. I'm the biggest, fattest punching bag you've ever seen in your life. And I don't hit back either. Great.
It's not just you, though. We get... people get on my ass a little bit too.
They get on you back for your takes. They're like, "Oh, this fucking guy is really fucking slow, huh?
This guy's fucking stupid. You don't know what to fucking talk about. Recency bias. The Knicks haven't been good in 30 years, but he's being so recent." Okay, whatever. Jerk off. Thank you for watching, though.
Yeah, please watch again and like and subscribe.
Yeah. Listen, I don't have to like your take, but I would like you watching our videos.
Yeah, you don't have to like ours. You can hate watching.
Oh yeah. I'm sure 90% of people hate our takes. I'm glad for it. I like dialogue. It's the only way we learn from each other.
Yes, sir. Tell your moms.
Tell your moms?
You tell them to put it on Facebook. Tell your moms. They're the only ones left on Facebook.
Yeah, moms and dads. I'm sure. I don't even know if my mom and dad watch this stuff, but
My mom does. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Steve's mom. Basically my other mom. Yeah. Hi to all our watchers. So like and subscribe at the Banner Report on all socials, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on all of it. And as always, thanks for doing this, Steve. Thanks for watching, you guys. And Jacob, we love you and miss you. And go C's.
Feel better, JT. Feel better, JB. Love you guys.
Feel better, boys. Bye.